God bless you guys. I don't normally do this, but the Lord gave me a word, and while it's fresh, I'd like to share it with everybody. I'm having the girls videotape this. Luke 10:19. Behold, I have given you authority to tread over serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy. God bless you. It's a unusual scripture in that it's telling us to tread over snakes and scorpions. It seemed like it should say for us to kill them. And the Lord showed me something, how important it is that we persistently, constantly, and without stopping, pray against the powers of the enemy, and how important it is. Whenever I go to make phone calls, my office is about a block away, and we have a big problem here in Houston with fire ants. There's mounds of fire ants all over the place, and I get scared for the kids. And normally what I'll do, if I see a fire ant mound while I'm walking, I'll get some poison and I'll put it on the fire ant mound. And one day I ran out of the poison, and I got so aggravated at the fire ant mound I stepped on it. And the ants all came out, and they're all mad and they're all wild up. I noticed something. They fixed the nest after I trampled on it one time. And the next day I stepped on it again because I thought I still didn't have poison. And I noticed that the nest got weaker. The ants didn't come out as mad as they were, just, you could tell it got weaker. So I stepped on the nest again the next day. After 3 or 4 times of stepping on the nest, they packed up and left the area. Either they left or died, I don't know what happened. So I stopped getting the poison. I just used to trample over the nest. After a while, in my area where I was at, there's no fire ants whatsoever because they couldn't handle the trampling. And we need to be the same way against the powers of the enemy. If we see a nest of snakes and scorpions in our area, even in the church, even in our community where we live amongst our people, we need to not give up, to constantly pray. He's given us that trampling power through prayer. And don't be scared, because it says that no harm will come to you when you're battling the enemy. But the harm comes when you stop praying, when you stop battling. That's when the harm comes. In that nest, if I would have left all those nests alone all over my yard and in the neighbor's yard and on the way to the office, my kids could have stumbled upon one of those nests. And those fire ants, they don't stop biting. They constantly bite. We need to be the same way with the enemy. If we have prayer meetings at our church, we need to attend them. They're vital and important. If you don't have prayer meetings in your church, you need to tell your pastor that you want a prayer meeting in your church. Your family needs prayer. You need to pray for your family. You need to join with brothers and sisters in prayer, and don't stop. We need to battle the enemy. That's when we have no harm, when we're battling the enemy. If you have a prayer line in your church, you need to be on that prayer line. You need to be dedicated. God bless you, brothers and sisters.